60, New Horizons, the big 6-0, uh, wherein we should be experiencing the finale of the finale uh, for the mid season or whatever we call it. Um, so yeah, we've got I think a pretty brief recap this time. It was a fairly straightforward session last week. Avery, are you doing those?
Sure.
Okay.
You mean Java?
As Java, yes.
Yeah, it's killing time. Pew pew. Slice, dice. Combat maneuvers and whatnot ensue. We've killed like 1 billion people.
Oh
Only
no.
7 foes remain in the king's chamber.
I'm just imagining us ending up in court one day and part of the evidence held against us is like, by your own accounts, you've killed, quote, like 1 billion people, end quote. Is that true, Captain Saoirse? It's just like, oh,
You
Java.
made a good point. He is writing all of this down somewhere.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
that. They say, I would like to enter into evidence as Exhibit A. The Java area of one Java. We all just say, "Can you go ahead and send me to jail?"
Yeah.
Just don't make me listen to all of that. I know we're
Yeah.
done.
Oh my word. You guys
We
are
could just-
reminding me. Sorry, I was gonna say I heard this person, she reads like the documents of like the transcripts from court hearings, and they at the beginning of a trial they're like, just so you know, if you're found guilty during this trial, you will be deported. And the person goes, can I just be deported now then? Or something like that. And they're like, I've never had anybody ask me that question. Oh man. We would like to enter for the record, in the words of a Mr. Java. Can I interrupt there, Your Highness, Your Honor, whatever we call you? We would just like to go to jail, just straight to jail. We don't need everyone to hear whatever it is that Java wrote.
In the written text, though, he did pose it as a question. Did we kill like 1 billion people?
The world may never know.
I'd like to play the lawyer that has to defend Java's writings.
That would be fantastic. This needs to be a side quest, a one shot.
If the journal does not fit, you must acquit.
So true.
All right, sorry to interrupt. I just was like, oh my word, why do I get like an image of someone reading this in front of a court?
Just plead incompetence.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's worked for us so far.
All right,
Oh,
so just to get us back into the scene here, it's been a hectic few moments as you gained access to the throne room and have dashed through, slaughtering Sons of Glory with reckless abandon. As the
Not reckless abandon. We had to be kind of careful.
There was that one grenade.
We didn't throw a grenade.
They threw a grenade. The grenade launcher. Do
Yeah.
you remember?
We've shot multiple grenades.
They're reckless abandon.
Okay, they have attacked you and royal guards and non-combatant bystanders with reckless abandon. You guys have slaughtered Sons of Glory with focused abandon.
Thank you.
I think reckless abandon also works for Nero. A little bit.
Yeah, averaging out with the rest
Oh,
of the
no.
group, I'm willing to be talked down from reckless.
You gotta make sure that we coach Nero that if they get her on the witness stand, you just don't say anything. You just don't.
She 5 minutes into her description of all the detailed and gruesome ways she dismembered various people with her pre-tech, or well, no, I guess she's been using her integrated monoblades.
No, not even those. She's just been using the regular monoblade. It's boosted by Brother Nick, but yeah,
Okay,
she's
got you.
just been using the sword this time. She did pop out
Nice.
lasers.
That's what popped out. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my word!
Poverty. Yes.
I'm gonna have to like get Saoirse. I'm gonna have to get in the Saoirse in the middle of combat mindset, and not Saoirse going, "Oh, we're so screwed if this ever ends up in a court of law" mindset.
Hmm. All right. So yeah, you guys have rushed in. The throne room has been a scene of chaos with something around a dozen soldiers on each side, uh, battling to the death, and
Oh,
people trying to hide in amongst the seating and behind the pillars. And as you opened the doors and made a bit of a path, several people have fled, although some being injured in the process. And you've heard the sounds of fighting renewed out in the king's antechamber, where Breckenridge Senior and his men try to help the king defend his throne room. Uh, Brings us to the last few Sons of Glory gathered closely around the dais, uh, trying to find an angle to stab something pointy into Nero or Java, and get to the king, who is standing with a still an impressively cold and detached demeanor about him, fending off uh, General General Ahmad's attacks, which, though he's affecting an air of disdain and, I guess, disinterest, a closer look can see the anger simmering beneath the surface. And this is around the dais are the signs of multiple blasts that seem to have killed several before you arrived. And the king himself is showing some signs of injury, but he's still holding on, despite all of his guards being either dead, incapacitated, or driven to flee due to their grievous injuries. And yeah, I guess we had, just for a reminder of everyone's placement. So we've got the king at the top level of the dais fighting off General Ahmad. Java pushed right up next to both of them, uh, trying to find opportunity to butt in between them. And Nero just having run up onto the lowest level of the dais behind Ahmad, and with 4 Sons of Glory closing in around them. Um, about halfway across, I should say halfway down the length of the chamber, Brother Nick faces off against 2 Sons of Glory. Well, sorry, against 1 Son of Glory, who had been trying to do in Saoirse, who had just apparently incapacitated one of them with her psychic dagger. It's a little experimentation. And then all the way at the end, we have Cade just inside the double doors, directing his combat drone and taking pot shots with his laser pistol as well. We just finished a round of combat, and so as that in that moment of transition, let's see. So Saoirse, she this time does not see, but only hears an attempt at teleportation, and also biopsionics, both coming from out in the antechamber direction, just at the edge of her hearing, especially over all the weapons fire.
Can I tell exactly what sort of biopsionics is being used, or just that it is biopsionics and type?
Right. So it's the teleportation is just a it is the base teleport, accompanied by what's that called? Burdened apportation. But the biopsionics is just the psychic sucker, I think it's called. Just the base ability of healing. You were muted, but there.
Yeah, sorry, Noah's losing it.
Okay.
I think I would like to stop the teleportation, and not the healing.
Counterspell their healing.
What'd you say?
I said counterspell their healing.
I don't know if it's theirs or not, though. I don't know who's healing who. I could be. Can you imagine if I were trying to heal one of you guys, and someone on our team was like, "Oh, nope, there's six afoot," and just like noped it.
Yeah.
So I'd rather deal with like the same number of people, but like maybe one of them gets some hit points back if that's the case.
Oh yeah.
Or our guys able to heal our own guys and stop the teleportation. I don't think I know of any teleporters on our side, so that's what I'd like to do that way.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess having to pick one. I guess still we don't know who's doing it.
No, she could psychic static both of them. Because it's an instant action, and those are unlimited. The only limitation on psychic static is you can't.
This is your effort.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can't use it on the same ability twice. I forget how it words it. Like same abilities twice in the same round. But anyway, so your final answer is stop the teleportation, and what about the healing?
I think she got kidnapped.
Okay, yeah, there was some discussion, and I didn't quite. Did you guys pick up on? Was she sticking to allowing the healing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right then. She's able to do that without breaking a sweat, or
she's not able to see the target of the power.
No, she can just hear them in the antechamber direction. Cannot see them.
Well, no, not to see the who's casting it, but the target of the effect. Yeah.
No.
I guess the only thing I can think of though is like the thing is like we did meet Breckenridge's forces before, and Ben didn't tell me my metapsionics picked up on any of them being healers, but again,
Mm.
it could be somebody like myself who's a healer and also like is was cloaked.
Yeah.
The other thing is they might have gotten backup, and they might have like Breckenridge Senior might know some healers, and so that could be part of it. Hey, hey, there we
Well, I may have gotten mixed up. Isn't the antechamber where we
go.
came from? That's where Daddy Breckenridge is, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And you can hear fighting going on in there.
Okay. Would anyone in there have line of sight in here? So,
Quite possibly.
okay, so somebody in there could be trying to heal someone in here, whether it's the king or uh our Chromehead.
Yeah, and I don't.
Well, I was thinking that it could even just be if Breckenridge's forces are holding more enemies at bay,
Mm-hmm.
that if they're trying to heal themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I get not wanting to disrupt something when you don't know who's doing it or
Yeah.
you know.
Now, let me clarify. I may have misunderstood the way a question was worded. Um, she would be able to see who is being targeted by a biopsionic healing.
Oh, I
Oh,
If
okay.
would.
if they were in line of sight, that's not happening in here.
Oh,
Both source and target are out there somewhere.
gotcha. That does help clear up my confusion.
Yeah, you're good. It's not super often that it comes up, so it's there's a little
Yeah.
clarifying. Yeah, but all right, so that takes care of that, and some more, s- some people that had been making moves towards the double doors behind Cade have hesitated, hearing the renewed gunfire and clashing of monoblades that's going on out there, and are just
Yikes. So now we've
running
got
against the walls.
civilians stuck between, or yeah, people who are unarmed stuck between fighting in the antechamber and fighting in here.
Hmm. All right,
Yikes.
and we are to Nero's turn.
All right. Narrow attacks the big guy.
All
Gonna
right.
make him notice her. She's gonna make him acknowledge her. He already noticed. She's gonna make him acknowledge her. I believe. Yeah, I was still going dual wields against him. Yes, -2. Wait, was it -2 or -4 for attacks?
-2 for the suit.
Okay. Oof.
Okay, that is a miss.
Thought it might be. Well, that helps answer some questions, Avery.
Yeah, I
So his
didn't go
AC is
into
19 or higher.
yeah, I didn't go into exhaustive detail describing his armor, but he's certainly in uh, a heavier and more advanced suit of armor than you've seen on anyone before.
Mm-hmm.
How fun.
Do I want to take the 12 or do I want to make that hit? What are Nara's hit points?
Nero's points, you've already used your ability to negate
Sorry.
a hit last time.
Oh, did I?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
it was a hit for, I forget, 12 maybe? Or 13? It was
Okay.
I think it was like a max damage roll.
No, I'll trust your memory on that. And even though this is a new session, that doesn't turn this into a new scene.
All right. Let's see, shock, 12 shock damage. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for not even going there.
Oh my word.
But yeah, it
do
is still
still hit
12
him
shock.
for the shock damage. So as he deflects with his force pavis, you do you do certainly see that he takes note of you, and gives you a brief but intense glare. Okay.
I feel like General Decorated Backside is just becoming that one girl in high school that hated everybody.
Yeah, the and I guess this is a great point to mention that as you lock eyes with him, you notice that his left eye, which is on the side of his head that bears some notable cybernetic augments,
We
is
probably gave him those.
slightly off from his other eye.
Huh.
Little different color and sheen to it, and you recognize that it's a replacement.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely gave him those. I think he just recognized you, Nero.
Oh, it might
Um,
be time to put the second sword away and fight him like a real opponent. Since he's finally recognized her.
All right, it's Java's turn.
Guys, quiet time is in your room.
Saoirse scolds the room as Java.
Yep. Skulls the general.
Mhm. And Avery, you're muted if you are ready.
Well, oopsie. Ben, I sent you a idea of what I want to do.
I got you. Yeah, I was. Oh, um,
Now I want to know what it is.
let's see.
And he wants to say pitiful while he does it.
Well, there. Let's see. There are two things. I guess I'm trying to think here for a second. Oh, because that hasn't come up before. Oh boy. Gotta love
Sorry, we don't
rule
make things easy for you.
on the
Oh yeah,
fly.
especially not me.
So just for I think just for consistency / balance reasons, I'm gonna say you're still limited to one per round, because otherwise it would be a little ludicrous. If you could just take a box full of them, thread a string through there, and then stack up in some ludicrous number of d6s. If you catch my
Okay.
drift. So I'm gonna say we're gonna stick with one at a time. However, I don't see. I'm not sure where you're getting the -6.
No, from his AC.
From oh yeah. So I will. Oh, for Java, right? Yeah, and I would say honestly, given what you're facing here, the guy in front of you is not probably going to be bothered by that tactic. However, the guys behind you would very likely not have a fun time, or at least they would definitely. They would most likely take some damage. Let me see. What's the deal for 14? Yeah. Yeah, you could do some damage to those guys, but Nara's also going to be in that blast radius.
She's
Yeah,
currently also got an armor class of 20, so she's at less risk.
Yeah, she might be relatively fine too. But yeah, if you wanted to basically just drop on your feet now, you do still have to uh roll the attack, and just to make sure it lands where you're wanting it to land and doesn't bounce further.
Yeah, that doesn't. I don't feel like that's right. And we said okay, no ranged weapons at close combat, like the spike thrower is useless effectively here.
You can use small ranged
Right.
weapons, just not two-handed.
Yeah, let me see. You have a mag pistol, don't you?
Yeah, I could use that.
Yeah, that's a pretty
I didn't know
decent
if it was
option now.
considered two-handed since it's. I guess you could just wield one.
Yeah, you can just take one of them. Now you will take I think it's a -4
Yeah.
because you're up in melee range with people who have melee weapons. I mean, honestly, like the grenade idea is not a bad one. Um, let's see within, because it's a
But I mean, I just can't. The original idea, yes.
yeah, that would have been super cool and that would have been epic. But doing 2d6, doing the 2d6 AoE to, you would get 1, 2, 3, 4 regular Sons of Glory. Yourself and Nero would be less affected, and even the king, he's wearing
Is there a
something.
way that I could throw this and hit the maximum number of people and not hit Nero? It means like I'm not going to hit the big guy, whatever. I just don't think Java would willingly throw a grenade at Nero's feet.
Now I mean I'll say she's in power armor. Java would I mean Java would know she's not going to be too terribly phased by that, most likely. There's a way to hit the 4 of them and her and yourself without hitting the king, or the big bad guy. But otherwise, you could hit 3 of them without hitting any allies.
I don't know. I just find it hard to think that Java would willingly throw a grenade at Nero.
Yeah.
But if this
track.
power armor is that intense, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
He did
Dex,
work on it. So he
It's
has
your-
some idea of that.
Dex,
Yeah.
how confident does Nero look right now?
Well,
If she saw Java reeling back a grenade,
I don't think that it would phase her. She knows that there are guys that are coming at her back, and she is trying to keep an eye on them. But really, the dude in front of her is the biggest threat, and I think if she saw Java wheeling a grenade and preparing to roll it basically a little bit past her, she knows what that looks like. She knows the difference between rolling a grenade and throwing it. So she would.
well, we had a moment of locking eyes just there, and Java throws the grenade behind you, or
Okay.
tries to.
Alrighty then.
And mechanically, Nero has a real good chance, like with the saving throw and the -6 from the AC 20. Yeah, she's probably gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I don't recall how to roll this. What is it?
Oh, got you. So, it's a regular attack roll. It's a ranged weapon, so it follows all the usual rules. So let's see. Okay, so we've got. Where are you? Where's your character sheet? Do I have you pulled up? Yeah, I have you pulled up. Let me add a thing real quick for you. Grenade. Add.
Oh, okay. It's a button. Duh.
Yep. And
I put it way down here.
you've got your 2d6 plus 2. Very cool. Don't you have... How's your shoot skill level? Oh, your shoot skill level is only 1, but your dexterity is plus 2. Why is it not adding... It's missing something. Huh. I'm not sure why it's doing that.
If you're trying to add plus skill, is the plus skill box ticked?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to check that. Thank you. Forgot that was a separate little box. All right, so there you go. All right, your button is ready. So yeah, your roll just has to hit AC 10, and as long as you make that, then it goes where you want it. Otherwise, okay. Oh, nice.
That's
It's a
good
respectable
damage.
roll too. 10. All right, so Java pops out a grenade, pulls the pin. Does he shout anything, or does he just roll it?
Pitiful.
And with a bang, the grenade goes off, throwing shrapnel. And let's see. So yeah, I guess Narrow, give me that evasion save.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it matters, but grenades can be thrown with exert skill instead of shoot. And Java has
Oh.
plus 3 exert. Just FYI for the future.
Oh, sure enough. Okay, good to know. Let's see. So get there. Let's see. Where are the... here we go.
Cool.
I didn't rename the actual sheet. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay. Ugh. Oh, wow.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, there's our... Oh my goodness. I
Wow.
rolled really high.
Well,
Yikes.
Well, it seems like this troop of soldiers is well trained enough to have quick reflexes, and they quickly cover and shield their more sensitive, less armored bits while the grenade goes off. But several do grunt and cry out in pain as they are stuck with shrapnel and the like. So
Ouch.
all of them have been peppered.
Properly
And
tepid.
what's Nero's AC?
20.
Okay, yeah, so she takes 0 damage.
Yeah.
Because every point over 14, you take 1 less damage.
Yeah.
So 14 plus 5 is 19. Yeah, you don't even get scratched. Yeah, Nero didn't even react.
And you're halving before minusing.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, Java's similarly fine. I guess I didn't. If I didn't have you roll an evasion save for Java, I really should.
see, he's at AC 21 too.
Mm-hmm. So that's gonna serve him quite well.
We can get back to the sheet.
Yeah, you good. All right. Very nicely done. Yeah.
Most
The,
pitiful grenade. We called it.
No, the general he shies back for a moment as you throw it, and then but when when Java says pitiful, he barks a laugh and Seems genuinely to have loved the banter there.
Were any of those previously hurt by Nero's savage fray? Like, had they gotten close enough already, or were they still farther away when she attacked?
Oh yeah, just now? No, they did not.
Okay.
None of
Okay.
them were close enough for Savage Fray. Yeah, they saw what happened to their some
Compatriots.
of their compatriots. Yeah, as
Okay.
Nero just dodged and weaved through the mess. They've come in close, but they had not yet closed to
Okay.
melee range. One of them is actually going to be so bold as to run up the steps of the dais to circle around behind the king, join the other that was already standing next to Java, and they're both going to attack at the king. Let's see. Oh, that is actually a pretty solid hit on him. Wow. Another 10. That is going to put the king in fairly dire straits.
Shoot.
He's taken a lot of damage, and these last two hits notably injured him.
Oh no.
And as as the general has turned to give a little more attention to Nero, he sees that and smiles through gritted teeth and redoubles his efforts here. Saoirse sees him attempt a teleport.
She's gonna nope that.
Okay.
Nope, the
So-
king's teleportation.
No.
Wait.
Not the king, the general.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, the guy who you
I
knew was the
was like-
teleporter.
Well, it might be good to keep him there.
Sorry, Your Majesty. You've got to be here to face the reckoning. The whole scene takes a sudden turn.
We want you to live, but not that badly.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. So then that is his. What?
This is
So-
the Flash running in the track meet at the end of the Incredibles moment. We want him to win, but make it close.
But not by that much. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Close. Make it close.
So
Oh my.
then so Nero and Java hear him say, as he actually smiles even broader, "Got you." And he, reaching with his the arm that has the Force Pavus on it, he draws what looks like a mag pistol.
Oh
very
no.
darkly painted, and I'd say exotically styled in a way that you've not seen before.
Oh no.
Raises it and fires it down the throne room at Saoirse.
No. Okay.
Now, where does character sheet go? Got buried behind all these others.
I just got catfished. Psionically catfished.
Pretty clever, you gotta admit.
Do I get to make any kind of save, or is it just going to be against my AC?
It's just against your AC.
And it may not matter, but does he take the -4 for being in melee?
Does
Nero's
not
certainly
seem-
not going to make it easy for him to take that shot if she can.
It seems that he does not.
Yeah. Oh, Nero knows those tactics.
Let's see. So, what is Saoirse's AC?
19.
Okay, nice.
Ooh.
So she, so the pistol goes off, the sharp cracks, and you're gonna take 12 damage from one shot. Man, he rolled like abysmally on every single die. That's very good for you.
I was going to say, you don't have to sound so disappointed.
For his
Plus 15 on the attack roll?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Ben, how did you build this guy?
for his ace in the hole strategy there, it didn't
Yikes.
work out quite so well for him. He literally rolled just shy of the worst possible combination in multiple respects. But hey, 12 damage.
Wishing that one didn't shot his own guy.
I already did it.
You already did it? Okay. All right, and so those of you close can see a hint of consternation across his face as the gun didn't seem to have the effect he was hoping for. She's clearly not down yet,
Question.
but
Did I meta-psionically sense anything from that pistol?
No.
That sounded sus.
Very.
It was just a very interesting question, but no, you did not sense anything metapsionic from the pistol. Or
Adam, do you have anything behind your back? No. Me no have nothing. That's what
Called
it sounded
out.
like.
Oh goodness.
I'm just gonna
Comparing me to a lying toddler is an interesting way to not get
I'm
your
just gonna
character
leave
killed.
this here. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there.
Okay, good to know.
Gonna put it there.
Because that's a good roll.
Yeah. But yeah, he will now shout across the room. I found the psyker. It's her. And the last two soldiers who haven't gone yet. Okay, this is taking too long on my turn. Sorry, man. This. Okay, I don't know what's up with this with Roll20, but moving and resizing the character sheets has gotten really buggy.
Oh yeah, where it loses grip.
Yeah, constantly. Like I can't do. It takes me like forever to move anything.
Huh,
Yeah.
I'm
major
using
problem.
Firefox and it's working great for me.
I don't know.
I
Guess
have.
as soon as I say that, it starts behaving itself. But
I did find that opting out of the UI alleviated a lot of the difficulty I was having before I came to other solutions.
yeah, I haven't been using the UI. I
Oh.
started using it today, but I was having this issue before.
Ah,
as well. Okay, here we go. This is gonna help if I'm just gonna have to like keep them minimized and just open one at a time, basically. Um,
if you double click on the header, you may already know this, but you can
Mhm.
quickly, you know,
Yeah, that's what I meant by minimizing them.
yeah, okay.
But yeah, thank you. That's a super useful thing that I don't take advantage of enough. Okay, so let's see.
Wow, that sounds like a very serious storm brewing outside.
Mm-hmm. It do, don't it?
Yeah. We got severe weather until 2 a.m.
Nice.
Fun. All right, there's another hit. The Mook. Well, he's an elite soldier, but relative Mook when it rolls the actual good attack.
Oh, yikes.
So that's 14 damage for Saoirse. The two soldiers behind Nero, she hears unleash bursts with their laser rifles back down the room. And the last one is
Oh, my
going to
stars.
try to monoblade Brother Nick. But looks like that's not going to work out either.
Is Brother Nick still by me?
He's near you, but you ran past him. Like he was coming to you to help you with those two. You stabbed one and then ran um, in order to put a little bit of distance and put Brother Nick between you and the last one. You are near one of the seats that could provide you a little bit of cover if you want to take advantage of that. It's your turn now.
Okay. Am I able to heal myself and someone else on the same turn?
You can if you are close to them and you use the I'm forgetting the name of it off the top of my head, but you've got an area of effect add-on you can use with your healing that uh, costs you an extra effort for the day.
Field,
I think it's
think.
the accelerated, tissue integrity field, isn't
Yeah,
it?
10 meter radius. Let me see if he's. Yeah, Brother Nick's within 10 meters of you, and
I know, but I
incidentally,
wanted to heal the king.
oh, um, no, you'd have to do him just by himself. I will say there are multiple recently downed allies within 10 meters of yourself. 3 of them, to
Yeah,
be precise.
I think we're gonna have to do that. So,
Okay.
she, upon hearing that she's been outed, is going to drop her metamorph that she had.
Okay.
So
I
she drops
believe
that.
I think you did that last time, actually.
Did I? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're maintaining metamorphs on I forget exactly who, but I believe it was Brother Nick and um Cade, but I'm not
Hmm.
super sure.
No, I think
No,
it
not
was.
Cade.
Maybe it was
I
Brother
think it
Nick.
was myself and Narrow.
I don't think it was
Was Brother
Nero
Nick one of
because
them?
Nero was still not feeling the greatest strain wise.
Yeah. I can't remember who it is, but I think we're safe to drop
I
all
think it
of
might
them
be
at this
Java
point.
because Avery was talking about coming in and announcing himself as the Hammer. Sorry, Avery, I outed you there, but it was too funny to keep hidden, man.
I mean, he was going to do that whenever someone asked what his name was.
Yeah, but your planned entrance here was great, and I was disappointed when it did not happen.
Oh,
Okay, so
go
Saoirse
ahead.
for sure, Java for sure.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and just drop it to 1 current effort for your telekinetic
Yeah.
armory, then we. Oh, wait, are you?
Also, do you know what the
Oh,
2 bonus effort are?
so the bonus is for your that's for your skill level in metapsionics. I think one of your current ones. Remember the thing you've got in your arm? So
Mhm.
you've got to be metamorphed regardless for that, unless you want to undo that and try to tuck that away
I
in
mean,
a
unless you want to
pocket real
use
quick.
it on the general with a touch attack, just putting it out there. But he's in armor, so
So for now,
I think
you've got effort anyway, so let's not worry too much about exactly let's not worry
okay.
about doing that one yet. Let's just say you drop whoever else was metamorphed, you can drop
Yeah.
that one and you because you've got plenty of uncommitted effort to do what you need to this turn. Um you're gonna do the tissue integrity field around yourself to get yourself
Yes.
3 downed royal guards and Brother Nick.
Yeah.
All right. When you're ready, go ahead and roll that healing.
Okay. So psychic sucker or
Yes.
okay.
And then just mark an effort for the day.
Okay.
Um, Ethan, is Brother Nick going to take that healing and the accompanying system strain?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good on strain.
Okay. For it then. Oh boy, yeah, that gets all of them.
Ooh, good heal.
Yeah.
that is a really good heal.
All right. There's some gasping and spluttering and amazed crying out as 3 of the royal guard are suddenly alive again. They're going to take a moment to gather themselves, but they'll be ready to rock and roll next round. That was still just an instant action for Sersha, or I guess on turn I should say. What else you got? You want
Uh
to move? You want to use a main action? Do a telekinetic attack or something?
yeah.
Got
Um
the telekinetic armory.
it's true. But that takes effort, doesn't it?
No,
Okay. All right,
you
we'll do telekinetic armory then. And I'm going to try and take out one of the remaining Tabukan elite
okay?
that shot at us. Or that
Yeah, got you.
unless you
That
guys think I should shoot at General Ahmad.
Uh,
Who wait. Let me ask this. Ben, who does
mm,
she have the most cover from?
the most cover from.
Yeah. Probably General Ahmad, right? Because she can duck behind that pillar.
Well, now if she wants to go, she's not at the pillar. If she wants to go back and duck behind a pillar, then she would
I'm
have.
looking at this, so that's fine.
my map.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, she had moved. She'd moved away from. She'd moved like to here to get away from the guy coming after her. But yeah, she could move back behind one of those pillars and get cover from a mod, and then just shoot at one of the other soldiers.
Yes, I think that's what she'd want to do.
Okay. So it
All
is.
right.
She'll
So
take a shot at one of these remaining guys. Give me that telekinetic armory roll.
okay.
That's the TK ranged attack list.
Yeah, I found it.
All right. That is a solid hit. And That guy is down
Ooh.
with the sudden thump. He's laid out. And Saoirse has now got full cover from General Ahmad in his current spot. Brother Nick.
Let's see. So I still got that guy who tried to stab at me.
Correct.
Danielle,
see.
if Saoirse wants to keep Nero on the general, she might need to say something. Because the fact that there's 4 guys right near Nero that she might be able to take out who are targeting Saoirse can be real tempting.
Oh, okay.
If you think Saoirse's got the presence of mind to command her attack dog.
All right. Well, she would. She would yell out to
Each.
Nero to keep her eye on the prize.
Yeah.
All right. Is Brother Nick rolling an attack roll?
Yeah, so he's gonna move to try to finish this guy, and as
Go, Brother
as
Nick.
viciously and ostentatiously as possible, try to draw fire.
All right. Well, that is enough to finish off this enemy soldier. And you still got movement, so I'd say charging directly at the remaining Sons of Glory would be pretty ostentatious.
Yeah, I was gonna also, with him, can I keep his corpse as a human shield?
Not if you want your full movement.
Okay, and it's gonna take the full movement to get between these guys and Saoirse.
Well, you, I'll say, I mean, you would be able to get, you'd be able to move towards them. Your full movement isn't going to quite get you to them. But just
Yeah,
putting
I was
yourself
figuring at this point I'm looking to just block hits. And then next time close the distance and start stabbing them.
Got you. You wouldn't really be able to block hits from hitting her. Just the angles are. She's got full cover from the general, and frankly, a couple of the ones up on the dais. Um, at this point, there's really only one that's still aiming a laser rifle in her direction. You wouldn't really be able to block the shots just mechanically. You'd be able to dodge around you pretty quickly because you can't get close enough to him to really block his shots. If you wanted to try to drag this corpse along to use as a human shield, it would slow you down and it would help you out, but it wouldn't really do Saoirse any good.
Throw the human shield on Saoirse.
No comment.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll leave that then. And see. I guess
You're saying you'll leave the corpse,
yeah,
run
leave
at
his
him.
corpse, so yeah.
All
I
right.
think I'd run him through considering it and then thought better of it. Pull my sword out. Put myself as close to those dudes between them and Saoirse. And
Okay. Yeah. So Brother Nick drops the dead Son of Glory to the ground and charges forward, kicking aside a couple blasted bits of throne room seating as he charges towards the son of glory that's still brandishing a laser rifle in Saoirse's direction. All right, and Cade.
I was just thinking, didn't Kate have like four-armed henchies with them? Have they been involved in this, or were they in the previous room still? I'm trying to
I
remember what we did.
I think we left them to hold some passageway.
yeah,
It
my
might have been
mem-
the entry. Yeah.
yeah, my memory was that you had left them
Okay.
at the entrance to the palace to help reinforce the soldiers there, and also,
Yeah.
frankly, keep them in a relatively better protected situation since you didn't know what you were going to be running into.
Is it feasible for Cade to try and hack the general's power armor? I'm assuming there'd
Not
be like a
without getting,
maintenance port, and it would take like a touch attack to be able to access it.
yeah,
I'm assuming minimum that.
yeah. I was gonna say not without getting up in his personal space, and uh, he would certainly have he'd be able to tell what you're trying to do. If you go to try to jam something into his into his suit in the maintenance port.
Hmm. I was just trying to think, is there any conceivable way for a skill that Cade has to like possibly get a leg up on this guy, and I'm coming up dry.
Hmm. Um, well, I could remind you that your father uh, mentioned something about the dampener being tampered with. If
Right.
he
Cade doesn't really know where that is, though.
No, he doesn't.
What would he need to assess where that is? I'm assuming a skill check.
Um, hmm. You could give me a let me see here. Yeah, go ahead and you could give me either like a no or a program check, and we'll see how good his intuition is here. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Um, I'd say just with the little bit with the context clues he's got at hand, um, from what he's seen of how the Tapukan Emperor has laid out his palace and fortified things. This throne room and the apparent private chambers behind it are very well isolated and protected from even the rest of the uh, even the rest of the palace. So if there were to be some sort of arcane pre-tech device um, in either in the throne room or in the private chambers behind it would be a mighty likely place without just interrogating someone with detailed knowledge of the palace layout.
Okay, got you. Um, that is kind of where I was wondering. So somewhere back, like here or here.
Wait, over. Yeah, yeah, and the left side is the doorway that had been blasted open already.
Right.
Let's see, I could probably. Oh, if I can. Oh,
Mm.
a little. Oh yeah, it didn't give us the double doors in the back, and there's another door on that side.
Yeah, so either of these two doors then.
Mm-hmm.
And both of those are closed from what I remember.
No, the one on the left blasted open, as in the
Okay, I
door
was
is.
thinking this was the blasted door to the left.
Oh no,
Just
I guess
Oh
instead of
no,
an
that's
incomplete circle.
sorry. That's
Square,
just
okay.
where my square didn't, because I was
sloppy
drawing
drawing.
it invisibly.
Okay, okay. Just confirming. Okay. And about how far is it to this back wall? I'm guessing over 15 meters.
Yeah, it's pretty long. It's gonna take some time to get there. Probably should have led with that. That's not something you can exactly
Yeah.
do this turn. It's gonna be a yeah. Actually, you could do it. You could get to that doorway in 2 turns of using move and main action to move.
Move and main action. Okay.
Yeah, so it's about 40
Thanks.
meters back there.
Okay, I guess Cade will move over with Saoirse then, since she's about halfway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, book it
Yeah.
over that way, taking cover behind the pillar, and say, "I'm gonna see if I can restore the shield to this area." Yeah, just like kind of shrugging, playing his next move to the door.
Mm.
All right. Very good then. Let's see.
Is that going to affect Saoirse?
It's a good question. Nobody has
Probably won't
given you
know.
a detailed description of what it is or how it works. Let's see. So we're back to Narrow.
All right. Focused on chopping down this man who shot her friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now I roll high.
Chop, chop, chop. Well, high except for that attack roll. Yeah.
Yeah, the damage. Yeah, that's it's funny. I stopped dual wielding so that I could have the +1 to hit. You know, so that I wouldn't lose another -1 to hit from dual wield. Because you know it's a higher damage range. It's 10 to 17 instead of 12 to 19 with the greater chance of missing in that roll. It still has a minimum damage of 12 though because of the shock.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, thankfully your shock value makes up for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That it do. That it do indeed. So, yeah, Narrow carves him down by another 12 hit points. Okay. And brings us to Java.
How many are left in grenade range?
So they've moved around a little bit. They're not really bunched up anymore, except for now there are 2 next to you and the king that came in and were attacking him. You could get a grenade on the other side of them and hit both of them without hitting anyone else. But yeah, so that's 2, and they're ones that have already taken a little bit of damage.
2 or 2d6 plus 3. Yeah, I think that's the move.
Or you do also have the I will say the pistol, even at -4, um, still still got a pretty decent bonus to it, and they don't get the chance to reduce that damage by making a saving throw and then having good armor.
But
If
there's
you
two
hit,
of them.
yeah, there are two of them.
I'm gonna go with the grenade.
Okay.
Na-na-na-na.
Okay. Nice. Let's see.
Ow. Oh my gosh.
Goodness gracious. They're
Oh
sucking
my.
up all the good rolls from my NPCs. It's the worst time for them to roll well.
Why?
I don't
Because
want
the
to make them.
damage is gonna kill them anyways.
No, I mean, although let's see, 6. I think, yeah. Time to shave off. Okay. One of them does go down. The other is still standing. No, I was saying that because, um, you know, I don't really want them making saving throws. I want my attack rolls hitting, and doing more than minimum damage.
I know that feels.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So
So for them to evade, this is just maybe a dumb question. Would they have to like move away from the king? I guess
and that is therein lies one of the I guess more difficult abstractions for me to wrap my head around. Um, Basically, it's kind of like well, basically evasion saving throws don't require any sort of actual movement to a different place on the on the map or away from stuff. It's just an abstraction for your quick reflexed and slippery enough to you know dodge or cushion or whatever the brunt of whatever sort of thing tried to hit you. So no, they didn't have to move any away from the king to evade.
this grenade
Right.
makes clear sense.
Exactly. I mean, it's about as sensible as it gets. All you have to do is do a quick little hop in place. Half damage, baby. Yeah, evasion saves for like a lot. Like fireball to me is one of the worst. It's like, okay, I dropped a fireball with a like a whatever 40-foot radius right on the guy's head. It's like massive amounts of damage, and somehow he dodged most of it.
Or if he's a rogue, took none.
Yeah, it's like there's a like being able to dodge stuff makes sense, but some things don't make any sense being able to dodge.
Yeah.
I digress considerably. But yeah, so Java, with another well-placed grenade, drops another enemy and wounds the last.
Do I need to take an evasion?
No, you were able to get with those two on the together on one side of you. You just tossed it far enough past them that it just hit them and no one else. And this okay, I'm going to try to describe briefly what's going on at the entrance of the throne room. Breckenridge Sr. and 3 of his soldiers come rushing into the throne room, ducking and dodging stray laser rifle fire. And one of them keying the throne room access panel as he goes. And about that time, some of the royal guard are getting to their feet and dusting themselves off, looking a bit shell shocked, and collecting themselves, grabbing their weapons, and rallying to the doors as they do not respond to attempts to close them. And Breckenridge is ordering men to take cover and take up firing positions. He shouts, "We're being pushed back. Don't know how long we can hold them." And a shout from the throne. The king orders his men to stand firm. "We will not go down without a fight. Show these traitors our true mettle. Let their blood stain these floors." And he thrusts his sword, 2 hands, into General Ahmad, scoring a respectable blow. And General Ahmad spits at him. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to pivot and he's going to try to crack back. "We'll see whose blood spills these floors more." And going to pop one shot at Nero, and then spin and put another one into the king, point blank range here. Let's see where it is. Okay, too many open. Let me close a couple. Here we go. All right. Okay, for Nero. What is it with it? Okay, his character sheet is cursed. 2s and 1s. What is this nonsense? Okay, for the king.
There you go.
Well,
Java's gonna take that.
all right. I think I know who's fiddling with the numbers behind these sheets now. See, you said Java's going to.
I feel like he's got to take that one.
Yeah, and his instincts tell him that's exactly what he needs to do. All right, so Java's using his next move action, and in a blur of movement, he is suddenly between the general and the king. The muzzle of his mag pistol basically against his armored chest.
I want Java to catch it with his hand.
Okay, fair enough. He does so. He hand right in front of the the barrel of the gun, and with a bang and a flash and searing pain, Java's going to take 7 points of damage, and his arm is rocked backward.
Is that all you got?
And the general looks dumbfounded.
Hell yeah.
First, that he apparently failed to connect a serious blow on Nero, and then that there's suddenly a hand in front of his gun. uh, and he's lost for words at the moment. Saoirse.
All right. So how many of the bad people are still around?
2 plus Janelle.
Okay. I feel like allowing my team to continue doing a good job with, I mean, they're doing a good job with the general. I'm just trying to
Mhm.
think what Saoirse can do about the
If
other
brother,
two. What'd you say?
if brother Nick can shout out for the strike force pushing him or pushing Breckenridge and his guys back, he's still got 2 demo charges on his person
Ooh.
Mm.
and would be a willing target for telekinesis to pull them off his person.
Put them on the general and then yeet him across the room.
Oh, I
Well,
was thinking fling it out towards the guys who are pushing into the throne room.
ooh, that would also work really well.
Robert, that was
Yeah.
very similar to the idea that I pitched to Ben.
But we do have 2, so one for either direction.
Well, the one in the throne room would kill everyone in the throne room. So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
rethinking that.
There's some friendly parties within blast range.
Yeah, you might not want to detonate a demolition charge on the king. Those have a pretty large area of effect.
It would have been cool
Well,
until about
Brother Nick could shape it.
Yeah, that's true. Good shape it. Could get some use there. Let's see. 20 meters per round. So yeah, Saoirse, if she wanted to use her, let's see. I know she has okay, expertise lets her do it without committing effort, but it's still a main action to use telekinetic manipulation on things.
Yeah, so I guess it'd be a turn to draw it in, or both of them to you, and then a turn to fling one out and explode it.
Well, I mean, if she's grabbing it from Brother Nick, she can just float it 20 meters towards the doors.
Oh, is that going to be enough distance? I guess I was thinking it was further away.
Yeah, she wouldn't get it all the way to the doors in one round, but the next round she could certainly float it enough out the doors to keep the worst of the blast outside the throne room.
Oh, okay, so still 2 turns, but
Mhm.
yeah, enough to.
Is that what you want to do, Danielle? Or I know this is just Ethan theorizing. You'd also wanted to heal the king, right?
Yeah, I had wanted to heal the king.
You can do both because your healing is so fast. But
Okay.
you can do the healing first. Let's see, remote repair. I'm checking. That is effort for the scene, not for the day.
Okay. I hate effort. Okay. All right. Effort for the scene. She
It's in
will
its
remote
name.
repair. So I will roll my psychic sucker
Okay.
for the king. And then I'll say she, after Breckenridge busted in and said that they were coming after them. Thanks, Ethan. Saoirse's gonna look over at Brother Nick and they lock eyes, and she sees him look down at his his belt of grenades, and they seem to share an idea. Um, and she, almost without thinking, telekinetically grabs one of the grenades off of his belt.
It was a demolition
Um,
charge, but yeah.
sorry, demolition charge. Um, and moves it as quickly as she can towards um, flinging it out into the antechamber.
Okay. She floats it on over and is able to get it right in the middle of all of the
Stop.
royal guards. No, but that is it, she's getting it pretty close to the doors. She didn't set it off yet. Um,
Yet. Ben's gonna make me like commit war crimes by the end of this.
uh,
Oh no! If
was
only the
this a shape?
civilians weren't in your way. Darn.
Yeah. Was this a shaped charge, Ethan?
I don't think he'd pre-shaped any of these, so
Okay. All right. Well, that's Brother Nick's turn then. All right. Now we're to Brother Nick.
okay.
Assuming Saoirse was wanting to remain in cover.
How many dudes were there? Was it just one guy
Um,
in
there's
range?
one with the laser rifle that you could run up to and attack.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Guess
there's another one and the general attacking.
yeah, I guess I'll get the laser rifle dude.
Okay.
That wasn't a good.
Okay. Let's see. Yep, that's a hit. All right. 11. All right, that injures him, but he's not down. Let's see. Then that brings us to Cade.
He's going to use the rest of his double move to get back to the door.
Okay. All right. He gets right through the doorway, and finds himself in a little room that seems kind of kitted out like a dressing room almost. And finds a couple palace servants huddled, hiding from everything, and holding a bandage over a third who's looks worse for wear, but is still conscious if barely. And there's a door ahead of you, just a few more meters. It's a relatively small room.
He'll ask, do you know where the psionic shield is?
Servants both look at you with wild eyes and shake their heads no.
So there's another door back here somewhere?
Yeah, there's a door at the opposite end of this little dressing room that you can get through on your next turn there.
Okay.
All right, Nero's turn.
Alright. Nero continues her assault.
All right.
That's better.
All right. Yeah, that's a solid hit. 16. The general is seems like the fight is starting to take its toll on him. He's having to divide his attention 3 ways. 4 if you count trying to kill the Meta Scion. And so he's dodging and weaving, trying to block hits with his Force Pavis and get his use his mag pistol to maximum effect here, and takes another stinging blow from Nero. Using a calculator so I don't have to do this math in my head.
There isn't any way that Nero could position to hit one of the other people attacking the king, could she? While still fighting the general, obviously.
Actually, this turn there is, one of them had come running up and was on the other side of Java, but she can angle over just enough that she can swipe over.
Okay. If 12 shock damage would kill him, then could we? Well, let me first ask: would 12 shock damage kill him? I've got a cool narrative if it does.
It does.
All right. Could we say that she swings at the general, sees a guy coming up trying to get his monoblade or his laser rifle, or whatever, and she just swoops an arm out, laser comes out, pew.
Nice. Yeah, between 2 grenade hits and a laser blast, this guy is toast. Burnt
Sweet.
toast. And Java.
Java's going to return point blank mag pistol shot at this guy.
All right.
Do I need to do modifier -4?
Yeah, -4. All right. The shot glances off the general's armor, but he's regarding you with a lot more respect, in a sense, than he was before. He's he had moved his Force Pavis to try to get in the way of your shot as well. All right. Yeah, as he brings his pistol to bear again, this time at Java, he says, "I'm afraid we haven't had the pleasure of meeting." And fires once at Java, and then another time at the king. Emperor guy. Let's see.
Forget what your own royalty is named there, Ben?
Well, so I mixed
It was just
them
funny.
because, well, and I don't remember if I explained this to you guys because I remember at one
You did,
time
because I called
realizing
you
that
out on it once.
Oh, okay, so it might be confusing.
Of course.
Yeah, and
It's still amusing.
it's confused me because different people tend to call him one or the other, and so it's just they're basically interchangeable at this point. At least in our out of character discussion.
Yeah, like he's the king of the Tubukans, but he is the emperor of the Tubukan Empire.
Correct. Yeah, King of Tubuk, Emperor of Tubukan Empire.
Yeah.
So yeah, he could as some.
It's
had in
just
the
funny when
past.
your brain gets all messed up and you're trying to just concisely refer to him.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's just like, oh, I'll just use all the descriptors. Let's see. So, good old minimum damage yet again, but that's for Java. I think 22 hits,
Barely.
so 10 damage.
Oh.
Okay, doubly, even more minimal damage.
Good thing we got that heal off on the king,
I
though.
Yeah, I need to count up how many ones this dude has rolled in this one scene. That's a
I think it's
statistically
only fair
abominable number.
after all the ones Kate has rolled in every other combat. It's about time that you rolled a couple ones.
I mean, he did also use like a dozen really good rolls on my grenade throws.
I know.
Yeah.
Also true.
Stinking Java sucked up all my high rolls for saving throws for mooks.
What you didn't know, Ben, was that those were meta grenades.
Yeah, I know. Draining the energy of my, I guess my GM powers as a whole. All right, so the king takes another 9 damage. He's looking pretty bad still. He's yeah. Yeah. Jolts as he takes a shot in the torso, and his confident, detached demeanor is faltering. Saoirse.
All right, I want to float that explosive. I'm gonna yell for Breckenridge Senior. I need you to open the doors.
I
Are the doors
I
open
mentioned in
already? I
I
was pretty
mentioned
sure
in
they were.
passing they were trying to close them, but they didn't respond to the command. So the doors are still open. They've been exchanging some laser
So
fire.
are they like cracked open or?
Yeah, they're open.
Okay.
Just nobody out there has targeted any of you or anyone on the dais yet. Been
Gotcha.
fighting at a little different angles. But so you want to float that thing out the doors and as far towards the enemy as you can. You can piece together from where the lasers are coming from and where the allies are firing. You kind of need to send it around the corner a little.
Yeah.
And then I guess I don't know how do these work. I guess they can be detonated a variety of ways. Because you could you can manipulate enough different objects. You could you could reach over and trigger the detonator that Brother Nick's got if that's how he had him set up. They wouldn't have a detonator on the charge. I don't know why I thought for a second that was going to be the case. So you ready to do that?
Yeah.
All right. Then let me check again here how many meters we're talking. Definitely had that pulled up. Must have moved it. Okay.
Oh, Iris.
Demolition charges. All right. 2040. Okay. Roll me that. I don't guess you have a demolition charge on your sheet, but you can roll me 3d10 plus 1, I guess.
Okay. All right. 3d10. Oh, is there? How do I type it out? Hold on.
//roll space 3d10 plus 1.
And then plus 1. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, very nice. All right. With a massive boom that shakes the entire throne room and sends debris flying into the room from outside, the charge goes off and it's accompanied by shouts and screams, some of which are immediately cut off. And Breckenridge Sr. and his men duck and recoil at the concussion of the blast, but they are safe from the brunt of it. And say that as all of them. Wow.
That'll show you.
Well, they certainly didn't they didn't come out unscathed, but they are all okay.
Wow.
No. So just so we're clear, I'm talking about the royal guards and
Oh, okay.
Breckenridge's men that were inside the entrance of the throne room. A couple of them got hit. I'm not
From
showing you.
debris.
Yeah, I'm not showing you all the rolls for all the enemies that you can't see. But Breckenridge's men are all still standing.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Saoirse's still got her. She's got potential for bioscience and movement if she so wishes.
All right. Who needs healing?
The king.
The king especially.
All right. She would like to remote repair the king.
All right. Her last heretofore uncommitted effort is channeled remotely into the king. Juice him up. All right, let's get that psychic sucker roll. All right, 11. All right. Got
And
him
then does
on.
she have movement left?
She does.
Okay. She would like to try and move up one pillar.
Okay. Yeah, she can do that. All right.
I'm gonna need you to move that little S for me sometime.
Oh, got you. Let's see. Yeah, I'm. Yeah, that S can be up there. All right. So that brings us to Brother Nick.
Oh yeah, okay, that dude's still standing for now.
Mm-hmm.
I keep clicking my Kanabo, which I do not have. This is a stabby time.
Okay, yeah, that finishes this guy off. As his in his dying moments, he attempts one more strike at Brother Nick, but it proves fruitless and ends with him dead. You are within movement of the little 4-person party on the dais. All of the general's henchmen are dead now, except for one that Saoirse incapacitated.
Okay. Yeah, so I will close that distance.
All right, you want to flank the general?
Yeah, I guess let's get in there.
Right. So that brings us to Cade.
Samo. He's just gonna keep charging back.
All right. He pushes through the dressing room door and comes into um, a long hallway that stretches out to his right. Looks like it spans the width of the throne room and has a few doors on both sides of it. So let's see. I guess I can give you some free hand for this here. Kind of got this going on.
Wait, so there could be a little room back here that's not connected to the hallway here? Interesting.
You mean not connected to the throne room?
Well, like, I presume this is basically going to be the same sort of little
Yeah.
room as here,
Mhm.
because that's what a typical floor plan would be. But then there's this here.
Yeah, there's some kind of door there that leads to something right behind the throne.
Okay, Cade would prioritize that. I think that'd be the smartest choice.
Okay.
Because you'd want it as close to the throne as possible, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he'll
Okay, as he
get
reaches
over there.
Okay. As he reaches for the handle, it opens. Door opens before him, and a palace servant is standing there looking surprised to see him. And he can see behind the guy just say an array of consoles and equipment. Looks like some monitoring, like screens, and a lot too much to take in all at once. But
Yeah, but I
like,
think Cade immediately assumed this dude's a traitor. So at this
okay,
point, laser pistol straight, pointing at the guy's face, saying, "Turn back around and turn the psionic shield back on."
okay. He just in his initial reaction is throws his hands up and looks shocked. This is kind of stuttering and stammering. Let's see then. That'll pretty much be Cade's turn unless he wanted to go ahead and he hasn't really used his main action yet. But
like I know this is slightly meta, but like, is it worth it for him to just hold the main action in case the guy decides to do something?
no, this is the end of the round, so you could like snap attack or something in the next round.
Yeah, I guess he'll hold his main action. Well, I just don't know what else to do with the main action right now.
Yeah, I mean, you could go ahead and move in. You could move into the room ahead of the guy, but
I mean, if he was going to move into the room, he'd be pushing the guy with the gun straight to the guy's back of his, back of his head, like arm on the hand on the shoulder, like gun to the back of the head, like pushing him into the room. This guy wouldn't be walking around this guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got you. Here, so for that, we'll yeah, he doesn't seem so he backs up a couple steps, staying out of immediate arm's reach of Cade. Still hands in the air. So you can move in front of him. Or I guess you can move in, keeping him in your sights.
Okay.
And start trying to take stock of the computers
assess.
and the control panels and stuff.
Yep.
And this brings us to the end of another round. And what happens next all unfolds in just a few moments.
So like several minutes.
A couple seconds. But yeah, probably a couple minutes of me trying to describe it and narrate it. In the thick of fighting, the general and the king trying their best to murder each other, and the general spitting in the middle of trying to throw some insult. Begins a swing at Java, and then something materializes. An arrow catches it on the corner of her eye. Materializes out of thin air on the floor next to Java.
What?
And it is small, rectangular, with, it looks like some sort of device with incomprehensible symbols and little lights that are in this moment. The last one changes from little green to red, and a bizarre, strangely quiet explosion proceeds to decimate the dais here.
What?
and
What?
in a
That's why he tried to
significant
teleport away.
in a significant area of effect. Let's see. I don't know. Let me see how close Saoirse is. Okay, no, Saoirse's far enough away. Cade is actually.
Oh no! Shouldn't have walked him into the room.
Yeah.
Let's see. So let me just do this.
Yeah, there's templates you can use now for the ruler.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
All right. Everyone on the dais takes 27 points of damage.
Oh my stars.
Well.
Without number.
And this, and give me. There is also there's also a significant concussive force that I will need, I think, physical saving throws to see if you can avoid being flung off from the force of it.
Please tell me it takes the general out.
Is the 27 going to be reduced by any saves, or should I just subtract that?
Just subtract the 27.
All right.
The general is not down, but we'll note that in that split second where you are all registering this incredibly strange explosion unfolding, the general looks shocked, completely surprised.
Oh.
You guys think
Um,
this is an Nafia thing?
Looks like Brother Nick and Nero have saved.
I think it might be a Nafia thing.
It
Here are
probably
the-
is.
Java's down.
Oh, he was
Oh.
27 or less?
He was 26.
Oh,
Oh, man. Man, I did not know that anybody was that low on the dais already. Guess you did take a little extra from the bullet to the hand.
He's taking a few hits. He's not rolling really great.
Of course, it's a nat 20 saving throw for General Ahmad.
Oh man. Yeah, he rolled well there. Go figure. All right, so looks like only Java is flung in his unconscious state, and he is flung past the general, Nero, and Brother Nick to land and roll down off the bottom steps and lay in a crumpled heap at the base of the dais. And as the king is reeling, barely having kept his footing, a blurry figure blending in, seemingly refracting the light around it, appears directly behind him.
What?
And you hear the slicing of flesh. And in the split second later, the light refracting figure is gone, as is the king's head.
Well,
What? Are
Wow.
you freaking kidding me?
What a waste of
Ah, Ben.
Cade will take let's see, that is he will take 7 points of damage, and he and the I guess I will get a saving throw for
For Cade.
yeah, physical save. Okay. So he's able to keep his footing as the man he was pointing his pistol at is knocked into him. He's able to steady the guy who's looks seriously hurt but not dead.
I'm
And,
assuming Cade saw it through the monitors he was looking at.
yeah, he saw a couple of them go fuzzy as the as others flashed.
And of course, the headless torso falling to the ground.
Yeah. And it's now Nero's turn.
I'm just so. What? What?
Not to be distracted by a confusion, mayhem, or a general chaos, Nero attacks the general.
All right.
When you're uncertain what to do, keep attacking the guy who's a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Um,
not bad.
So I will. Let me see.
Is his head still there, like in the room?
It is not.
Rats, they were smart
Are you kidding me? They took his head?
to prevent major organ restoration.
Yeah.
This has to be Nafia's alien friend or Nafia herself. There's nothing else.
I'm so pissed off right now. You guys have no idea.
Somebody's a punk.
I have an idea.
Yeah, I mean you do because you get it, but I'm just. What?
Yeah, but I don't have to live with the guy.
Oh, yeah.
Are you holding me off from making my attack roll for anything, Ben?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay,
I was
okay.
still awaiting it.
All right. It sounded like there was a butt coming, and so I wanted to
Well,
wait.
I guess I was trying to decide if I should say something, but I didn't. I was afraid of saying more than I should.
Well, it's okay. Given the circumstances,
Well-
Nero is going back to full on. She has.
Yeah, I get. Well, I guess let me say this because it's been so long since it happened. I feel like it's something that you guys would remember, and it bears mentioning. I wanna point out that someone with his level of abilities has slipped through psychic static before with rift reduplication, and so it is worth considering that he may try to do that again.
Gotcha.
So I say that I mean, obviously, killing him would prevent him from doing that. But yeah, just wanted to throw that reminder in there before you
So
guys took your next.
You're
actions.
saying the general might be able to teleport away with rift reduplication, but there's nothing that I'm aware of I could do to prevent that, even if I hold an attack.
Correct. Other than just killing him before he can do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I get what you're saying. You're I get you, Ben. You're trying to nudge me towards disarming him of his wind cutter before he can teleport away.
Why would I say something like that?
I've actually been pondering the disarm move for a while, but it's just such a risky move. You spend your whole main action, and there's so much chance of just doing nothing.
It's true. You have better odds of landing an attack roll.
Yeah, I do. Like, it's practically guaranteed that I'll hit him. I mean, I will hit him for 12 damage at least.
Mhm.
The disarm is hitting him, which is really good odds still, and then a dex stab check against him, who I would judge if I were to, kind of put these into numbers terms that Nero would be thinking. Like, Nero's not thinking the numbers, but what Nero would judge his ability at is 3, maybe 4, probably 3. She doesn't think he's actually as good as him, despite the fact that the mechanics are allowing him to take 2 attacks.
Mhm.
And he gets a +3 bonus on top of that. It's just not good odds for her to get that wind cutter, unless the fact that he's not currently using it gives any advantage.
Mhm.
Does it?
Sorry, run that by me again.
Does the fact that he's not currently holding the wind cutter make a disarm attempt any easier?
Hmm. I would say that it does.
Hmm. Nero's gonna resent Saoirse later. She attacks him.
All right.
What? Why would she resent Saoirse?
Questioning the same thing.
Because Saoirse told her to keep her eye on the prize, and Saoirse's prize is different than Nero's prize, so Nero's going for Saoirse's prize.
Oh my god.
um,
Uh,
she has assessed him, and she is going to pull out a second blade to try and combat the forced pavus that he's using. Narratively.
Okay.
So dual
Mhm.
wielding again.
Dual wielding again.
Don't let that -1 came back and bit me. Actually, I don't know if an 18 would have hit.
It would not have.
Yeah, I didn't think it would have. So ends up doing the same damage. 12 shock.
All right. Well, despite the fact that General Ahmad's defenses are impressive, that's never stopped Nero. She scores a serious blow on him regardless, but he is still standing. He is shocked and definitely backpedaling visibly here, but he is still standing. Java, I need you to. Oh, wait, no. Death saving throws are not a thing in this game.
Or not.
Herp de derp.
Just a straight countdown.
Just a straight countdown.
That's brutal.
All right.
Drooling on the stairs.
All right. Java drools a little on the floor in the bottom stairs.
He may have a Lazarus patch in his pocket if needed. I'm just saying.
he may be yeah, I mean, like, narratively or like technically being downed doesn't always mean like you're dead, but so in some cases you can still be kind of clinging to to your last breaths, especially if you wanted a more dramatic scene. I just pictured him like drooling and then muttering, "Lazarus patch in my pocket."
And then
while, while everybody's
happened.
clashing swords and blasting guns around him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so General Ahmad, reeling from the blast and the latest stab, bleeding from several scratches on his face, and trying to blink blood out of his good eye.
I just want to point out before Ben continues, snap attack is something everyone can do, unless you've already used your main action,
Except
Very
Java.
or unless you're dying,
Java.
or drooling.
Yes,
Droolers cannot snap attack either.
All right, that is going in homebrew rules. Drooling prohibits you from snap attacking. Yeah, so that would allow someone to make melee or ranged attack at a -4. And this could happen as General Ahmad attempts to teleport once. Saoirse going to block that first attempt.
Yes. Yes,
Alright.
she is.
So she psychic statics, and he doesn't fight it. So he loses his move action, but then with his instant action, he's going
Couldn't she
to.
just block rift reduplication? Because it is a separate power he has to activate.
It's a separate what you said?
It's a separate power he activates, isn't it? So couldn't she just static
So-
the level 3 rift reduplication?
So he, with rift reduplication, he does use personal apportation again as an on-turn action.
I get that, but he has to use rift reduplication before he can use personal apportation again. Now, if this is something that you're homebrewing, then I will step back, but I think the rules as written are on the meta science side.
The way, at least the way that I'm interpreting the way that it works is rift reduplication is something kind of like accelerated succor or one of these other kind of modifiers to an existing ability that is, you don't, it doesn't manifest as a separate ability. It's kind of a passive thing that affects the way you use that ability.
Okay, I can see that interpretation too.
So by committing an additional effort for the day as an instant action, the adept uses personal apportation as an on-turn action. That's what they're doing with their action there. Rift reduplication is.
Yep, I'm following you.
Yeah. But there is still instant actions and all that. The way they work, if somebody wanted to declare an instant action right now, there is time.
Yeah. I'm gonna remind Robert that he still has a drone in the room.
Cade does not have direct line of sight. It's only through a camera.
Does he need that?
Doesn't need that, I don't think.
I'm trying to remember.
Are you sure? Because you said it was within the blocking range.
Oh,
like,
are we
quantum
in
static.
QACM?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why he needed it within
Right.
line of sight.
Oh, true.
I
Yes,
forgot that. Yep.
that is
okay.
very correct.
I would otherwise, but yeah, no, not what we've established so far.
The
So-
explosion didn't blow out the wall.
For real though.
So we could say there's a little hole. There's Brother Nick standing right next to him, and Saoirse with line of sight on him,
Yeah.
who both
I
still
mean,
have.
Keg could just hit a random button,
Yeah.
see if that does it. But
Would
That-
either Brother Nick or Saoirse like to attempt a snap attack?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any penalties to that, or is it just a regular?
It's just an attack with a -4.
Yeah. It is rough for non-warriors, but
Yeah.
Brother Nick, you should be okay. Just roll high. That's all you gotta do. See? Like that.
Just real high.
Just roll high.
That's simple.
Yeah. Let me see here. That does in fact hit.
I'd hope so. It already included the -4.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that was good that he added the -4 there.
Yeah.
And 10 damage.
What is
The
weather?
teleportation attempt.
What'd you say?
Hmm?
I was asking Avery what he said.
Oh,
What is weather bad?
Yeah.
yeah, we're hearing the thunder repeatedly over here.
Mm.
The teleportation fades, and General Ahmad is still standing there. Brother Nick's blade stabbed into him.
It was good eye.
Brother Nick really did say we go and take that last one while we're at it.
He's trying to compute what's going on here.
Can Nero
Looks from
take
Brother
his
Nick to
wind cutter
Nero.
now and cut him in half?
please,
There'll be time for that on her turn in a minute.
All right.
But
Wait,
he's
your turn.
he's gasping out his dying breath. Can't do this. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Now can she cut him in half?
He was mine. Let me give Saoirse a chance to
No
use
problem.
her turn, since there is some time sensitive stuff still going on.
Okay.
He was mine. So he's just bitter that he didn't get to kill the king? That's what you're gonna spend your last breath on?
He's getting there.
No, my word.
Would Saoirse like to do anything on her turn?
I'm reeling still. I am not sure what to do at all.
stabilize Java maybe.
Oh yeah, that for sure. Yeah.
We don't need no stinking last patch.
Yeah.
Saoirse's
She's gonna
standing.
run. She's gonna run up to Java. And more of this remote repair business.
Yeah, that'll take her main and move action to do that, but Psychic Sucker is on turn for her anyway, so she's still able to use that on Java, get him up.
All right. Psychic Sucker.
I should know this. Do heals happen from 0 or where he was at?
You should know I have to freaking revive you enough times.
From 0. I don't know what you meant by where you were at. Did you calculate to a negative number or something?
Yeah, it was -1. So I didn't know if
Okay.
he was at 10 or at 11.
Nah, yeah, it's 11. Starts with a number, doesn't worry about negative numbers.
Yep.
All right, so Java is he stops drooling.
He
Nice.
awakens to the
1, 2.
sound of Saoirse screaming in his face.
That
You
wasn't
aren't
my
allowed
grenade.
to die yet.
That wasn't my grenade. The other ones were. That one wasn't mine.
When he starts like spluttering and actually responding, she just stops yelling and is trying to force herself to take deep breaths that he's alive and responsive.
All right. Brother Nick, Cade. Oh, good grief! It's already 11:30. Come on, man.
Yeah. Combat is intensive.
It is, and yeah, takes so long to do. I don't know what 4 rounds. Whew. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think here if it's worth dragging on through all the turns here. Let's focus. What is? I'm guessing Cade has something he's going to do. Let's for the moment set turn order aside, and just tell me what you want to be doing for, I don't know, the next few seconds anyway.
Cade will force that servant to turn the psionic shield back on.
Okay. The man is reeling from the explosion, but looks at you and says, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are, and I don't know what you're talking about. And looking around, most of the equipment in the room is still intact. A few things have gotten knocked around. The walls are clearly damaged. There are little holes peeking through in some places to the throne room, but he's insistent that he doesn't know what you're talking about, doesn't know how to do what you're asking.
If Cade can assess and figure out what the likely psionic shield is, he will attempt to restore it himself then.
Okay. It looks like he's going to take sitting down and trying to access one of these consoles, because there's nothing that looks like, hey, here's a pre-tech device sitting there to flip on. But he can start doing some hacking. He's sure that this is going to take at least one line shunt, if not more.
He does have at least one on his person.
Okay. I guess he does have to. He will need to do like the general question thing, whatever it's called.
He does have to
figure out where to put them.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me that. Meanwhile, Nero can go ahead and take up the wind cutter.
Yeah. She tears it from his sheath. Says, "You talk too much," and tries to slice right through him.
as she takes it and is telling him he talks too much. He's he's saying, "No, you don't understand. Tabuk needs us, needs me." As she and his protests are cut short, as is he.
Yike.
What is Saoirse doing?
Well, she was trying to stabilize Java for a while there.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to decide what she might be doing now. I'm going to say that she is trying to figure out if there's any immediate danger. Like she would one with metapsionics, she wants to see if that person that just appeared and left, like what was going on with that. And yeah, just trying to assess for possible danger.
Okay. Let me think here. So I feel the need to mention there was a comment made earlier about the king. I guess were you not thinking about trying to heal him?
I thought his head was taken.
Yeah. You have major organ restoration.
I thought that needs his bits.
Wait, the head's a major organ?
Well, take a gander at major organ restoration.
Oh my stars. Okay, she will. Sure, yes.
Huh.
When
Sure,
she
yes.
realizes that
I mean, we can say that
everything's
she knew
falling
this.
apart.
Yeah.
They were supposed to save him, and now he's decapitated. Something in her just desperately goes, I can heal him. And there's another part of her going, without his head, really? And she's just trying to, like, she's just obstinately ignoring that part of her brain right now. Trying to just cling to some kind of hope that this situation is salvageable in some way.
All right. So she runs up to the king's body
Yep.
and kneels down to touch him and pours everything she's got into her psychic sucker. Go ahead and give me that roll.
I don't know why for a moment I totally thought you were about to jump scare me, and I was like, Ben, so help me. Okay, so what?
Don't turn around.
No, hold on. Okay, so what do I roll?
Psychic sucker.
I'm going to
Oh,
confess here.
and-
I actually really wish that Nero's debodification, debodification occurs after the general has seen the king beheaded.
12. So, and you can go ahead and click major organ restoration if you want to.
make it official.
Yeah, make it official.
I forgot that it included decapitation in that.
Yeah,
I
buddy.
thought the king was gone.
I thought he was gone.
Yeah.
Maybe
I thought
this
you had to have the bits, but thank goodness you don't.
maybe this mysterious assassin just did it for dramatic effect.
was dramatic, all right.
All right. So, without going into all the gruesome details, the
Oh no, it'll come up in therapy later for everyone.
the power that Saoirse pours into the king's body has a striking effect, and regenerates his head from nothing quite rapidly. Fortunately, quickly enough that even someone looking might be able to block out the worst of it with by only forgetting a couple seconds.
Oh my goodness.
But within just a few seconds, the king is laying there, Saoirse's feet, gasping for breath and looking a little crazed, stupefied, and extremely disturbed all at once. And
Saoirse's probably mirroring those sentiments exactly.
You and me both, buddy.
he immediately grasps the hand that she had laid on him, both of his,
I'm imagining that like
panting.
both of her hands are just like slick with blood from a mixture of all the people she's been desperately trying to heal.
Yeah, there's been plenty of that to go around. So yeah, he's gasping for breath and says, What happened? I thought I..." And he reaches with one of his hands to feel his neck, and then with a look of panic, reaches around the back of his neck, and
Like, yeah, you're missing your helmet, dude.
yeah,
It's just your head.
um, where is it? And he looks up at Saoirse, and who? And seems to kind of catch himself there and steel himself visibly, try to bring some measure of dignity back to his expression, and says, I suppose I owe you my life.
Oh, we're getting all our demands met now, buddy.
Of course, the first thing Ethan thinks about. um, and it being 11:45, I feel like we gotta end there.
Oh no, I had one more thought.
Okay, what's your last thought?
Since we got old General Man there, I think Brother Nick would just quickly disarm him of the rest of his stuff. See if he could find a compad or communication device on him.
Okay. He would find such a thing.
Okay.
You just pocket that, or
Well, I guess leaving it there, because it'd be either we call them to, let them know that their general's dead, or I was thinking revive him and make him call him off.
okay. Well, we're gonna leave that there for now. Up next time, and I think we should be able to wrap up the last little bit of cleaning up this scene actually very quickly next time.
I'm just so so there was an assassination within a coup attempt. I'm just My brain is just like so blown away right now. Just like I don't even know what was supposed to be happening anymore. Ethan's like, this is the best possible thing that could have happened.
Well, that he lived, I was getting worried if we were gonna have to find out about lines of succession or something.
Oh my,
Oh, I was already going there, man.
I believe it.
Grab his kid.
was gonna say
Yeah.
it is public knowledge that he has a son who is his heir.
Who's probably like still in diapers.
Hey, this guy's middle aged. There are possibilities.
Oh, okay,
That
sorry.
makes it even easier for us if he's in diapers.
Oh my word.
Ethan's like, it's like stealing state secrets from a baby.
Oh my word.
Babies
a
don't have
baby.
pesky things like opinion or their own will to power.
Oh my
Yikes,
side.
man.
Is anyone reminded of well, I don't know how long ago that idea was. Who all might have been here for the the orphanage of spies?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my word.
I don't remember that.
We
I'm
got
gonna have to go, guys. It's getting really
Yeah.
late.
Do your fave
Quick,
first,
tell
Robert.
us your favorite.
Yeah. So I don't have to
My
make something
favorite is the king dying and long live the king.
up.
Nice.
Truly spoken as Cade. Could not have been
Yeah.
spoken with Cade.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Robert. Have a good night. Sorry we keep running late.
Well, Andrea, we said hey.
Will do. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Good night.
All right. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Moving on to phase. We'll have to kind of wrap up the scene next time, and I do feel a little bad that I feel like I have dramatically underestimated how much time this final hoorah would take, but that's okay.
I would say do not apologize for how things have gone. Because I think if you had
As long as
just
you guys
cut
have
it
had fun.
short to try and make it only one session, we would have been disappointed.
Well, that's good to hear. I was
mean,
feeling like it was going well,
is
and you
that
guys
wrong
were
of me to
enjoying
say?
it. So, yeah, I mean, you guys have never seemed particularly concerned about moving at a specific pace, which
Yeah.
makes it very easy for me. It's like easy mode for the GM. If I don't have to stress too much about pacing and timing of things, but
Nah,
I
it doesn't really
do
bother me.
I do want to try to quit going past too much.
Eventually.
30 is the main thing, because that just kind of that's kind of the one time related part of the contract, I would say. So I try to stick to that when we can. So let's zip through some faves here. Danielle is up first this time.
My stars. How about recapitating the king?
Nice. That is a that's a beautiful phrase that I don't think I'd ever expected to hear. Dex.
I don't know though. I will say second favorite is
Oh, should have
her and brother Nick sharing their knowing look and then her blowing up the people in the antechamber. That felt cool.
left. I'll that's my attempt to capture that one. Dex.
The recapitation and the denouement has all been fantastic, but that's already been somebody else's faves. So I'm gonna go with the bullet time. Is that all you got?
Yeah, that was pretty nice. Java popping off that one-liner. Those one-liners, dishing them left and right. Ethan.
And stab the general through a stupid eye.
Oh, I almost forgot that happened. That was so epic.
Wait, what happened?
With his snap attack.
Oh. I guess I didn't remember Ethan narrating it as getting him in the eye.
Well, because he asked you if it would finish him off. Because
Mm-hmm.
if it did, he had a very specific narration idea, and you said, "Well, he rushes forward and stabs him," and Ethan said, right in his good eye," or something like that.
Oh, okay. I don't know how I think I was just I I must have been
It may
like
have just cut
bundle of
out for
nerves
you.
uh trying to narrate the final moments suspensefully enough, and interestingly enough, I just didn't register. All right, stabbing the general through his stupid eye. That is officially on the board. Avery.
Wind cutter?
Windcutter achieved.
True. Man, I legitimately
Achievement.
thought he was gonna get away with it. Because like I didn't have that scripted quite. Like there was a decent chance that I thought General was gonna get out of there with that blade, because I kept thinking, well, maybe Nero will try the disarm now. And the general was feeling pretty cocky. I mean, he was taking little hits here and there, but he was still doing pretty well. And so yeah, he cut it just too close. Got a little.
Yeah, it's just so risky. Here, let me roll. Also, bearing in mind, I'm at -2 in this power armor. Well, an 11 is still pretty good.
I forgot about the -2 in the power armor.
But
Java was
that's
going to disarm him if it worked, but then he exploded.
yeah. Oh, I guess that would have worked.
I'm so pissed off at
Oh,
Nakia
actually, I
stealing
forgot.
a friend.
Actually, no, I forgot to add the +3.
That's
So you would have tied, which I think is a lose for the attacker. I think you have to win the.
It's an opposed skill check. I don't know if he called out specifically that has to exceed it.
There is the wording, like I was looking at it earlier. I can't remember the exact wording, but it does specifically say, oh, where did it go? It's like
I keep losing this. Oh, page
here it is.
52.
Yeah. Doobity-doo.
Yeah, if the attacker wins the opposed check and
Mhm.
opposed checks on opposed checks, ties go to the PC.
Oh, on a tie, both are disarmed. That's what I was trying to remember. I was
Oh,
like,
I should have kept reading.
I knew there was something specific about a tie. So you would have actually both lost your weapons, and then somebody else could have, like Java could have grabbed the wind cutter.
Yeah. I mean, that would have been fine for an arrow also. She should just pop her claws out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that as it is, I mean, he rolled 3 and 1 there, which
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to almost all of the general's roles in that scene.
Yeah,
Um,
so clearly it was just such a risk.
Yeah,
It's
it
basically a
was.
wasted action. Or a
Basically,
big risk of a wasted action.
that's true. I was honestly just really. I mean, I knew Ethan had a decent chance of hitting, but I was not going to be surprised if everybody missed the snap attacks and he just got away. Because yeah, that was 23 was his AC,
Ah,
and I guess we'll get into all the reasons why next time. Because this time, my favorite, I'm just gonna say, I don't know how to succinctly say it. The big surprise or the that sounds anticlimactic somehow.
the big reveal.
The big twist.
Yeah. The
I don't know if you want to use a Shyamalan turn.
It was I'll just call it dramatic effect.
Mm.
Quote myself there, I guess. So not too too egotistical.
I'm
But
not even sure what you're referring to at this point because all of it was dramatic.
well, there you go.
Great thing.
Dramatic effect, more like.
Dramatic effect. Yeah. I specifically it seemed like specifically the head just the head just disappearing was got a pretty satisfying reaction in the moment with audible gasps. So I'm happy with the way that went.
I'm sure. I'm sure you have a cat that got the canary grin on your face right now.
You know me too well. Then there's XP. Don't forget to add that, everyone.
I already shut down my laptop, so
How many do we get?
Sure.
apologies.
Go and take a peek in the character development tab, why don't you?
Oh. Ooh.
What do you think about that?
3 for all the murders.
Yeah. You guys get points for getting the king killed and for recapitating him and for killing
Wait. We can do this again. Nero has a wind cutter.
Infinite XP glitch.
Time to take a
Yeah,
break
I
from the
mean-
campaign and farm some XP.
Most of those bodies are still revivable.
I think it's only the king that's worth the extra
Saoirse's got
XP.
near infinite effort for that.
I'm just imagining after this, like anytime they need like to ingratiate themselves with some high power, Brother Nick and Nero just being like, well, listen, we've got a wind cutter. And you just make your magic hands recapitate him, and then we're instantly in. And Nero just like Saoirse just like glaring at both of them. Like
Mhm.
I'm not just recapitating everybody you want to get favors from. Like
It
Yeah.
is a
Works
pretty good
even better
con.
if we
You
were
can
groups of-
metamorph people too, so you could metamorph one of us into the bad guy. You could
Yeah.
decapitate someone,
Oh
then
my
you
goodness.
decapitate them, look like the heroes, drop the metamorph. The rest of the crew's just here. Profit.
I wish Robert was here to hear this.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm just
Wow.
imagining Cade and Saoirse sitting at that round table on their ship trying to drink their coffee, and Brother Nick and Java and Nero explaining their master plan.
Well, would it help Saoirse be comfortable with it if Nero says it's not that gross? The head regrowing looks like wet cotton candy.
Ew.
Probably choke on her Java, on her coffee. She'd just be like, bleh. Why would you remind me of that?
I'll never eat cotton candy again.
Oh
It's
my.
Ben's fault. That gif of the head regrowing made me think of that. Maybe it's not Ben's fault. Who did that?
Okay, that's definitely Ethan's
That was
fault.
Ethan. Okay.
I will say, I think props to Ethan for the most interesting suggestion of the evening. Maybe a couple of the most interesting suggestions. First, the telekinetic demolition charge out the door, but then also reviving the general to get him to call off the troops at gunpoint. Some very unconventional ideas there. But anyway, I need to go.
We're just gonna put it out here that anybody trying to convince Saoirse to revive the general is gonna have a hard time.
Even Java, if he wanted to like kill him again himself.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, I feel like that's a big selling point. That I mean, with your power, this is like a pinata that you can just keep putting
Nice.
back together.
Oh no.
All right, I'm gonna end the stream at this point.
No. Thank you.
Yeah. Whoops! There goes our family-friendly label once again.
Oh, we lost that so many times.
Yep.